Gonna wait on a few people to join. And while I'm waiting, I am going to go ahead and prime my face. Hey Liz! I prime my face with a setting spray. I'm oily. I've always had oily skin, but I don't use primers with this. It's cream-based foundations. Seint Beauty. It's a 3D cream-based. This has got magnetic tins that pop into a compact. You can take it on the go, TSA approved, but I just don't use primers anymore. So I use a setting spray. I'm going to spray it on my Perfector sponge, and then I'm just going to go through and dab all over my face. And that's the only setting priming that I'm going to do. And I'm going to kind of let that dry. So tonight I'm going to try to make this a quick little makeup look. In the next few days I'm going to be doing kind of a series of videos. One, I'm going to be explaining all our tools that we have, like our brushes and a few things like that, and kind of go over those. And then I have another one where I'll show you how I actually go in and do my highlight and contour. I'll do that one night, and then another night I'll do an eye makeup look. But tonight I'm going to try to do a quick. I'm going to try to keep this under 20 minutes, unless there's people that have questions. Well, we can talk, we can chit chat. But to get started, I just prime my face, and now it's dry. So I'm going to go in, and these are the colors that are right for me. I think I'm actually going to use a different color too. I'm all over the board, right? Story of my life. But I am going to use most of these. I'm going to use, this is my contour, which is indigo. This is my my main highlight, which is amber. I'm going to use it all over my face. And this is my brightening highlight, aura. But I think instead of using aura, hey Zunia, instead of using aura, I'm going to, I think I'm going to use sunlit instead. It's yellow, but it is such a pretty glow within, and it doesn't come across as yellow. God, it's a gorgeous color. So we're going to use that. And then I'm going to use the color Sandstone, which I have been using several weeks now because it's a new favorite of mine. I love it, and so I'm kind of stuck on it, but we have great options, and I can go over those too a little bit later. And then for my Illuminator, I think I'm going to use my my good old standby, which is the rose gold. I've been using honey and loving it too. This is probably my favorite nail pearl, but I still love this. This is Dolce and Angel. So we're gonna do real quick. There's my June bug, and Sandy's watching. So there's a few ways that you can apply this makeup. You can use your fingers and dot it all over your face, called the cheetah hack. You can get your brush. You can kind of buff it in where you need it. You can do swipes or stipple it in, or do swipes and then go back and buff it in. You can use the Perfector sponge that we have to use that and blend it all in. So there's tons of different techniques. They'll all end up with a beautiful finish, but it kind of depends on how you want to do your makeup. So tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the smudge brush. This is actually an eyeshadow brush, and it's great because it will really pack on that pigment if you need it, especially in your crease area or on your lid. Love this brush, but I actually love it more for using it for my nose contour and using it for the foundations. So I'm going to apply the foundations with this. And when I say foundation, I mean my highlight colors, which are my main highlight all over my face, my brightening highlight in the areas that I want to bring light to, and my contour. They're all pigmented foundations that you don't have to layer on top of each other, and they'll blend together seamless and give you this 3D look to where you have the shadows, the contour, the chisel where you need it. You'll bring and draw the attention and the light to where you want it. And then, we'll put on a little bit of blusher, a little bit of lips and eyeballs, and we'll be done. And then I'll go wash it off and go to bed. But this is fun for my Friday nights. But what I'm going to do instead of using my fingers, which I could, and I've got these long dragon nails, I'm going to, instead of use my fingers, I'm going to use this brush, and I'm just going to put it, sorry guys, I hadn't done anything with my hair. I've washed it and dried it, and now it's a mess. But I'm going to go in. There's two ends. One's a little flat end. They're both dense, so you can pack on the product with it. And then this is a little bit round. But they're, like I said, they're both dense. But I'm going to use this end. And I'm going to go in with my contour color first, which is indigo. It's this crazy dark color here. And I'm going to put it and just dot it right where I need it. Maybe that helps some. And so I'm just kind of pouncing it in there. I'm gonna hug that right on my cheekbone, right at the base of my cheekbone. Gonna go up under my lip. I'm gonna contour my nose with it. You want your lines pretty close together. Every nose shape is different. You have to do what works for you. Some ways I like better than others. I have a pretty nice sized nose. I'm gonna do a little bit more up here. And then I'm gonna do right at my jawline, just kind of carve it out. This is such a good brush to use for that too. So there, quick, easy peasy, right? So now I'm gonna go in with my all over highlight. This is my main highlight, and it's the color Amber. Go a little bit closer so you guys can see me. There's comments and things on here I can't see who's watching. So I didn't even wipe my brush off. I just put it right into this color, and now I'm gonna go in and pretty much put it most of the places that I did not put my contour. So if you can tell, it kind of matches my skin tone pretty close. This one you want to match. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay. And when I do it like this and I kind of dot it on, I feel like I use less product. If I use my brush and I swap it everywhere or I stipple it on, I feel like I use more. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my brightening highlight. And what that's going to do is, like I said, it's going to draw that light, that attention. And I'm going to actually use the color Sunlit. Sunlit. Ooh, like the sun. And I'm just using the same. I haven't even wiped it off. I'm just going to go dab it right into this color, the Sunlit. And I'm going to pop that brightener right here. Look at that. I'm going to do it right down the bridge of my nose. It's hard to see in my, I can probably see better here. And I got a mirror down here too where I can see. In between my eyebrows. Drag it up here. Little instant facelift, and we'll blend this all together too. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for my eye primer. This makes sure that whatever eyeshadows that I use will actually show up. Sometimes if I don't have a base for my eyeshadows to sit on, the pigments won't show up good. Oh, now we're looking scary. Okay, so I've got my brightener. Let me do just a little bit more right here. And now, oh, I didn't do my nose. I like to do right up under my nose. I will do, I know it's crazy, but I just like to do this. And I'm also going to I'm going to outline my lips with something else here in a minute. But I'm going to go back with the Sunlit color. I have enough on. And then I need it right here as well. So where I brightened is right down the center of my face, on the bridge of my nose, in between my eyes, right here under my nose, my chin, and then a few places right here in my eyes. So I've got that area right here lit up. And now we'll blend it together. Let's blend. I guess, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the blush while we're at it. And we'll go ahead and use this brush too. So I'm going to take just that same end. I'm not even going to wipe it off. And I'm going to tap it into the color Sandstone. Now, these are pigmented and they look scary in the tans, but they're great for lips and for cheeks. They're dual purpose. Or you can use them as color correctors, or you can use them as eyeshadows. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to... Oh, hey, Sarah. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to put it right on top of where I contoured. Because it'll all blend out. So that's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to take my blush and bronzer. Hey, April. I'm going to take my blush and bronzer brush. So this side right here is good for applying. It's good for the blending out. It's good for putting your blush on. And this right here is good. Oh, my hair's sticking to it. And this right here is good for using it for your bronzer or your powder, or you can even blend it together. But I love this side for the blending part. If I ever do a color match for you or do a suggestion, excuse me, I will almost always suggest this brush, because you can get it with the bundle, and it's just saves you $10 if you get it. So, and it's such a good brush, and it's such an easy one, especially for beginners, and the quality of these brushes are great. So I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to go right along all the lighter colors first. That's how I roll. Some people do their darker and their contours first. I do my light. I already had my eyebrows on because I have no eyebrows. I got those from my mama. My mama had no eyebrows, and everywhere we went, she'd always have to put them on. I'd say, let's go. She'd say, I can't, I got to put my eyebrows on. She'd be sitting there putting her eyebrows on. I'd be like, oh, I've turned into my mom. I have no eyebrows either. And I guess I did overpluck them, but they just kind of quit growing too as I've gotten older. In my midlife crisis, they have forsaken me. Okay, so see, that already all looks better. I've not done my nose, my cheeks, or my jawline. You don't want to forget that. I have forgot it. And to be honest, most people's neck and face is two different colors because this is what gets the sun. I know. Well, see, I don't have any. I have dark hair, and my hair is a mousy brown. See all these highlights I've got in it? So it's such a mousy color brown. And but my eyebrows have always been black, which is insane. Right? I don't know what the deal is, what I've done. I think sometimes maybe I overpluck, but then it's like I kind of leave them alone and they don't grow back. So they just went south for the decade. But now I'm going to go in and I'm going to try not to blend out too much of my nose contour. Sometimes I will blend it out, and then I will go back and I will just, I know, I think everybody struggles with eyebrows. And what I may do at some point, if I really get comfortable, I don't know that I'll ever be there because it is scary. Girl, can I just tell you about, I wish Tanya Gooseby was on here too, because we'll talk about my hair in a minute. My hair is super healthy. It's the healthiest it's ever been my whole life. But anyway, you don't want to blend out too much of your nose contour. And what I do, I don't always use the same color for my nose contour because I like for my contour to be this darker color. And it can almost be too dark for my nose. So I'll blend it out, and then I will go back in a little bit, and I may end up kind of playing around with it a little bit more. But just for the sake of simplicity, most people only want one contour color, so that's why I'm using the same contour for my nose and for this. But I really like to use the color shadow a little bit more for my nose. So, but that'll be on my other video that I'm going to post later on. And I'm going to do an Easter giveaway, and I'll probably post that sometime next week. Because I'm going to give away a perfector sponge. So, because everybody can use a sponge. Even if you don't use this brand makeup, you can still use the sponge. But now I'm going to go in and I'm just blending it all together. My contour and my blush. And if I wanted more contour, I could go right in and just put another line underneath it. Or I could take another, I could use my highlight color, dip it back in there, and then go through and just make a sharper line, and then it would also make that contour stand out. But I don't usually do strong contours. I kind of like just to have a light shadow. But yeah, I did a reel because I use this stuff head candy. April, you know how it is because you use the third wheel too. But my hair was so frizzy and almost dried, and I did a reel, the Dumb and Dumber reel, because my hair looked like that guy from Dumb and Dumber. And so when I did the reel, and then I blow dried my hair right after, and my hair looked just this exact healthy. And I even told Mike while ago, I was like, put your hands on my hair, how good it feels. And I've been using this shampoo and conditioner now for months, and God, it's just transforming. But anyway, Tanya's like sent me a message, and she said, I need to know about these products that you're using. And so I gave her the details that I knew. I sent her a video on all the stuff that I use. And so she went and bought a haul. And then the next couple days when she got the order in, she sent me the thing. And then she said, oh my gosh, my hair has never been this healthy and shiny and everything. I'm like, I know. It's crazy. It's the best. And it's not even super expensive. I mean, you're going to pay stinking $8 for Pantene at Walmart. Okay, so look at there. It's just a nice little healthy flush. I have a little bit of glow, which I like. If you don't, mattify it down with some powder. We may do that in a minute. So now what I'm going to do is think about what I want to do. Oh. What is the shampoo? I wished I had it in here. I should have brought it in here because I need to do a video on that too. Because I would love to be an ambassador, but it's called Head Candy. It's Head Candy Pro. And the shampoo is Stay Salty. And it is truly these salt crystals that are probably this big. And they kind of dissolve in your hair. And you don't think that salt is good for your hair. But these people have done all this research on this stuff. And so you put it in and it lathers up. It's amazing. And then when you rinse it out, your hair is so squeaky clean that you're thinking it don't feel great, because you're like, oh my gosh, you think I'm not gonna be able to run a brush through it. And then you use that conditioner that comes with it. It's this avocado, and they both smell like a spa. So when you go in and you use that, then all of a sudden, hey Carrie, then all of a sudden your hair is seriously like silk. And then this third wheel, which they call Jesus juice, because it's like the miracle of all products. It's a leave-in, but it is also a heat protectant. I don't know. I don't understand how it all works or what they've done. I don't even care, but it is the best that my hair's ever been. So, Sarah, if you want more information, I can probably forward you that video that I sent to Sonia. I've tagged, I don't know how many people in it. I should get a commission from all the sales that I keep pushing people their way, but I can tag you in it if you want to, and you can watch how she uses the product. But girl, they're game changers. Okay, so now enough about that, because we're talking about Seint. I'm trying to sell some Seint here. Yes. April, did you use the product, the conditioner and stuff when I gave it to you? And see how it was? I mean, I'm telling you, it is great. I've got to buy some more. I wish it was free shipping. That's what I love about Seint, is that we're free shipping. I hate to pay shipping. I'm like a tightwad when it comes to shipping. I don't want to pay anything. Listen, y'all, oh my gosh. I'm going to tag y'all in it. Okay, so now I'm going back. Still using this brush. This is the blush and bronzer. I'm going to go to the bronzer side, and here's my bronzer. Again, magnetic tin pops right into this palette. I'm going to kind of squinch it up a little bit so that it'll fit. And then I'm just going to dab it. And then I'm going to lightly buff it in. And here is where, if your neck and your face don't match, this is where they all come together in a perfect world. Carrie, that makeup is, that hair care is called Head Candy. And the lady her name's Kayla. She probably knows me by name now because I've tagged so many people in her products. But her name is Kayla. I can't think of her last name. But she was a hairdresser, and then she ended up just going off in her own business. Her husband's an engineer, and they have formulated all these hair tools and all these hair products. And every single thing that I have got from them is bomb. Hey, I'm just here. I'll put my makeup on. If I would quit running my mouth, I can talk I can talk about anything. But yeah, it is the best. But I'm telling you, it was so funny because Tanya, I said, what'd you get? And she sent me this big haul of stuff she bought. She said, I can't wait. And then I love it. I love when people love the same stuff that I do. You know, when you gel with somebody like that. Okay, so I've just bronzed myself. Let me get up a little bit more. Yes, Carrie, I will tag you and Sarah. And April, I think I've already tagged you in that video if you wanted to go back and watch it, but I'll do some more tags. Anyway, so see, everything tied back out. It looks good. But I can go in if I wanted to powder. Now would be the time that I could powder. I can powder anytime. And I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do that. I'm going to take my damp perfector sponge. I got this soaking wet. Then I squeezed out all the excess. And then I grabbed a towel, a little paper towel, and I went in and I just squeezed everything out. Once I squeezed it out, it's just damp. It's cool to touch, but you will not feel any trace of water. That's when it's perfect. It is made to just bounce all over your face. And what this will do is pick up any excess product. So I just go through and I mute everything together. So there's no harsh lines. And y'all, I do not have great skin. I just don't. It's never been great. But if you have a good skincare routine, this is what you start with. And then this makeup is cream based, so it's great for all types of skin. Oily, dry, young, mature, you name it. It works for everybody. We have all kinds of people that wear this stuff and swear by it. And I'm oily and old, so I can tell you right now, I swear by it. But I'm going to now take my perfector sponge and I'm going to pounce it. See that powder on there? I'm going to pounce that, and then I'm just going to put it right in the places that I would typically get oily. And then I will go back and I will keep on until it goes all the way. I even set with the setting spray afterwards because that way it makes sure that I pack all the powder and that I push it into my face so it doesn't set on my face. It doesn't set in my pores and it's not noticeable, but it still gives me that mattifying feel. But I don't mind. I don't mind a little bit of glowy skin. You know, that glow is part of the youthful. When you see people and you think their skin's pretty and stuff, typically it's got a glow to it. It doesn't have to be oily and greasy to have a glow. And I will tell you, the one thing that's going to show that glow, is this Bella bronzer. Because it's sheer and it's warmth. And even if you didn't wear this makeup, you don't have to have everything that we offer. You can get some of our eyeshadows. You can get our brushes. You can get the bronzer. You can get the brush cleaner. We have so many different things that we offer. You can always go. I have links here on my Facebook page. I also have them if I'm going to put this on Instagram. You can click there. But you can always poke around the website. If you got any questions, shoot me a message and we can talk about it. Because if there's something that I don't think is a great fit for you, I don't care to tell you. And there's a few things that they sell on there that I'm not crazy about. I don't like it, and I don't care to say it, or I just don't use it. But all their products they really are good products. Some of them just may not be the best for your skin. Okay, So I could put a little bit more blush on if I wanted to, because I feel like I kind of muted that off. So I would go back with my blush and bronzer brush and just dab it. And these cream blushes are just so easy and so blendable that even when you put them on in their crazy colors, they blend out so pretty. And this is a satin, and we have some that are gloss, and the glosses that we have really do give that that youthful look. But sometimes it's a texture issue for some people. That's good too. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the Multitasker Brush. And this is really good for, sorry, I'm getting messages. And this is really good for your lips. If you want to do your lips or lining, or this is going to be good. I'm going to use this for my eyeliner in a little bit. But I'm going to go in with the color Indigo that I used for my contour. And I'm going to line my lips with it. So I just dipped it in there. Oh, I can't see good. And I'm almost going to be drawing, almost overdrawing, but not quite. I can't talk when I do it. Sorry, guys. I can't, but I'll make a mess. I already have ganked up lips anyway. So, don't that look great? So I'll go in now that I have that, and I'll kind of mute it out. I can even use my sponge for this. And I'll go in with my color now that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the City Lips. The color is Pink Taupe. April, are you? I can't tell if you're watching or not, because it keeps popping you in and out, and you may not have good service. But I was going to ask you if you'd got your color in, if you liked it. This is really pretty nude. Got a plumper in it too. Get them lips big. And now, oh, we need to do Illuminator. So I'm going to go in and do the rose gold. Maybe, if I can find it. I only got 50 palettes here. We really brag about, yes, it's a lip plumper. It's a, this is a matte. I also have this. This is color Nude York. Ooh. But it's got like a gold shimmer in it, and it's pretty too. And it's a plumping gloss. So this is a matte, which I really love. There's only like 3 colors, and I can't remember. My cousin April, she's small town beauty. Me and her are beauty junkies. We love it all. But they had a sale, and I was like, oh, you gotta get this, and so she totally got it, and then I got some too. I'll go and put this on. I was gonna use a different gloss, but this is also a plumper, and it's really pretty. It's pretty by itself. The only weird thing about it, Zunia's got the clear too. I think that's all she has. I don't think she's got the other ones. We were talking about that as well. But the matte I really like. There's some plumpers that I use that I can feel my lips will be stinging like a crazy, like a bunch of bees got me. But these don't. But they don't smell good or taste good. See, I don't feel like mine plumps. I kind of feel like a peppermint. Like I got a peppermint feel on it, but they kind of stink. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. But you like the colors. Which colors did you get, April? Thank you, Sarah. He's a party on me. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to do my eyes real quick. And I think what I'm going to do, I was struggling with eye colors. And, oh my gosh, my friend Zunia, that's one of my new best friends. She was like, I said, I got to figure out what kind of eye color, because I kind of wanted to be a little Plum Springs. Did you love it? That's the color that I love too. I couldn't figure out the eye colors that I wanted to do. And she's like, just get on there and do something. And I was like, yeah, but I wanted to be a little bit more prepared. So she was like sending me all these Seint graphics and stuff. And I was like, whoa, there's a lot of pretty ones. But I didn't have half the colors. And I thought I had them all. But I think what I'm going to use tonight is, this is the color London, because I'm not from the South and say London. And the color Lullaby, and Gilded, and Sabrina. I think these are what I'm going to use. We're going to try it. Do purple. Aren't those pretty? Look at all those. These are, this is more of a purple too. That's pretty. This is a purple. This is almost, it's not as purple. And this is in the purple family too. I don't know if you can tell on that. So pretty. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go in with the color Lullaby first. And I'm using the eyeshadow brush, the fluffy end of it, and I have noticed. Let me brush what 3 hairs I got there. Uh-oh. One of my other new best friends is Amanda out here. She is now a junkie as well. I wish if Heather was on here too, she is as well. She is crazy because these people, oh my gosh, once they start, you just can't stop. You want to keep adding to your collection because you're like, oh, I'd like to have that, or I'd like to have this. The eyeshadows are really good. God, they're good. And what I like about it is you can get just a few colors and then customize and just kind of add here and there. The problem is that you need to get a palette big enough so that you don't have to keep having 100 different palettes. Because I've got tons of small ones. I know, it's a total addiction. So that's Lullaby. I'm kind of just using that as my transition. And now I'm going to go in with the color London. I'm so proper. And I'm going to use the smaller end of this eyeshadow brush, the little pencil end. It's more dense. I want to try to see if I can get that to show up a little bit better. I don't feel like it shows up. Let me look down here in this one. Well, it does. It's just not showing on camera good. That's pretty. Maybe I should use this side. Oh my god, that would be a dream, wouldn't it? Would be like Rodan and Fields. Except for they probably have beauty products too, I'm sure. Okay, so I put the London on there. And now I'm going to go in with this color. I can remember what it is. Gilded. Or you know what? Well, we will do more purple. We'll do this one over here. I think this is Ken. Yeah, we'll do Ken. We'll do that one instead. Now my hair's all stuck in my gloss. And I am going to use the smaller end. And when I first draw it on, I'm going to draw it with my eyes open so I can kind of see. Granted, when I'm doing it in the mirror, I can usually see a little bit better, but right now I'm kind of slapping it on like a wild Indian over here, but that's all right. It'll all blend out. We'll blend it together. I look like Mimi from Drew Carey show. If anybody remembers that. I do have a really pretty blue that I almost was going to use tonight. It was on sale. Guys, anybody... I love Lullaby too, Liz. It is one of my favorites. And I think it looks good on all eye colors. I think it looks pretty on... It makes my blue eyes, I feel like, pop. But I think it looks great on green and brown. Excuse me. I think it looks good on all of them. But look at these two colors. I'm not even a blue person, but I ordered this. Anytime, guys, you need to check out our website and go to the clearance section because constantly... Hey, Michelle. Because they're constantly putting things on our clearance. That's 40% off because we rebranded to the name Seint. or now Seint instead of mascara. And you've probably heard mascara before, but all the old packaging is 40% off. And so it's a great way to kind of build your, like your stock and stuff, or your little collection that you've got at a lot cheaper price. And who cares what the brand is, because the products are the same. All right, see, I just blended that all right together. And I was fixing to go into that blue color I was showing you. But yeah, those colors, they were both on sale. One was denim and one was Duke, and they're really pretty. I need to try a little bit of it because I'm scared of colors. That's exactly what I did. I was like, I'm going to get those because I might need them. But that blue, especially that light blue, that icy blue is so pretty that I'm going to try to make it work. But 40% off, you know, it's kind of like one of those things you think you're saving money, right? I'm going to save money. And you're not really saving money because you're spending money. You're just not spending as much. So that don't mean you're necessarily saving it. But in our mindset, we're like, we're saving money. Okay. So that's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I'm going to go in with that color. Well, you know, I'm going to go with the London color. And I'm just going back to the pencil. And I'm going to put it under my lower lash. Just to bring it all together. I really do like this color too because it's the first time I've used it. I'm a basics. I'm a neutral and a basics. And I always go for the same colors. And I need to get out of my comfort zone. But it's my zone. So, you know, if I want to park there for a while, I can. Free country, right? Okay. Look at there. It is pretty. I didn't know what I was going to do. And now I'm actually going to showcase our new eyeliner. It's not new. It's new to me. My new eyeliner. It's the Black Friday eyeliner. As you can tell, I've been digging around in it, playing in it. But I'm going to use that Multitasker brush that I used a while ago. I lined my lips with this side. The reason this is called the Multitasker is because you can do multi things with it. Most of our stuff that we have can be used for something else. I mean, I'm telling you, between the Illuminators, you can use them as eyeshadows. You could even pop them on your lips for like a topper for your lipstick. There's just so many different things. Like even our contours can be used as bronzers. I mean, it's like you can really build you a palette and take it with you and have everything that you need in it. You can make it, it can be a very minimalistic makeup if you want it to be. You can make it as broad as you want it and have as many choices as you want, or you can make it very minimal. Up to you. So I'm going to take the end. It's got this, the little small little end. That's what I use for my lips. This is what I'm using for my eyes. And I'm just going to tap into that liner and get a mirror where I can see. And I'm just going to go, I always go right along my lash line. This is the second time I used it. I filmed some videos last night. And I'll be honest, when I used this, it kind of transferred a little bit because I have hooded eyes, so I looked up. So some people set it. So if you do get this for eyeliner, you may want to set it. But I'll be honest, the way it transferred, it kind of gave a little bit of more dimension, and I wasn't hating it, so I left it. I liked it. I actually went in and kind of messed the other one up a little bit more too. I have to be quiet when I'm concentrating. And I'm usually not too precise, but I do like to hug my lash line. When I hug my lash line, it makes my eyelashes look fuller, and then I don't have a big messy way up high on this one and real low here. I just kind of stick to the basics. And I am just going to come through just barely, almost just to my iris. That's really it. I'm going to put on some mascara. I'm going to do my setting spray. And your girlfriend's done. Now, again, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury. We have a Stay Spray. I paid big money for this. It's a mattifying one. And so I'm going to use every penny that I paid for this. And then I'm going to buy some of our Stay Spray. But you can either, there's two ways. You can spray it on your sponge and set it, or you can just spray it on your face. And so I will do this. I'm going to set it and forget it. And then I always go back over with my sponge, always. This Perfector sponge, I feel like, is such a staple. I feel like everybody needs it if you're going to use. I think it's a great idea to have for any makeup because they do pick up the excess product. And with the creams, if you're not careful, you might put on too much, and this will help pick up anything. And then it also helps press it into your skin. But look at there. And then the last, but not least, it's probably least in Seint's world because Seint doesn't have mascara yet. Even though they were called mascara, they didn't have a mascara. Go figure, right? We like to shake things up. But this is the Thrive, the liquid lash extensions. And I've used this several times this week, and I love it. Oh, God, I have such a problem, guys. I have such a problem. I'm going to put my mirror here. Thank you, April. I know I loved you for some reason. April's my best cousin. We go to church together. We pretty much eat together every Sunday. Her mama's like my second mama. My mom passed away years and years ago, back in 2006. We have T90 family. We don't have a big family. But buddy, what we do got, we make up for. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And I'm trying not to make a stupid look as I'm putting it on, but sorry guys. I can't not make stupid faces when I put on. Even when I'm telling myself don't do it, I find myself concentrating, trying to tell myself what to do as I'm doing it. I want to make a bulldog. Bulldog. It is solid. Okay. Look at there. How easy was that? So just to do a quick rehash on what we used. And if you're interested and you want to color match, we can get you. Oh, this is such good mascara. It's expensive considering if you went, but you know what? If you go to a drugstore and you got something like a Maybelline or L'Oreal or whatever else, this Sky High stuff, you're gonna pay $8 or $9, and this right here is $23. But now if you go and you get some of the other stuff, they may be $30 mascaras, but I don't care if it's a good one, and this is a good one. Now my cousin April, she sells pharmacy makeup, and I feel like they have really good mascaras because my eyes are sensitive. This doesn't bother my eyes, but one of my favorites, I don't have it right here, but it's called Limitless. It's like the Better Than Sex Too Faced. It is a dupe for that, and it is, April, how much is it? It may be like $8 or maybe $12 or something. But and again, it's like half the price, and it is so good. And that's pharmacy. But this is Thrive, and it's called Liquid Lash Extensions. And then if you go on and put another coat, I don't usually put 2 coats. Sometimes I kind of play around with it, but it separates. Let me get up closer. It separates my eyelashes so well. It's crazy. And then it stays on all day like this. The crazy thing about it, though, is that it's like little tubes that encase every single eyelash that you have. So when you wash it off, it washes off in almost the tubes, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then you look in the mirror, you don't have any eyelashes anymore because you've been seeing yourself all day with eyelashes, and then you're like, where'd they go? They're down the sink. Because it really does build it. Don't you love it? I also used, so since I got this, I ended up getting this too, and this is the eyebrow pencil, because like I said, I don't have any eyebrows, but it's okay. This is okay. I guess the best one, I've always used Anastasia Beverly Hills, but it's like $23, but the best one that I have found is this Maybelline Brow Precise they stay on better. So even though I'm using this one right here, I didn't even put it on until probably a few hours ago. And I have put my makeup on, so it kind of is coming off a little bit. I'd have to touch it back up. But this is like $5 or $6. You can get it from Amazon, any of your drugstores. This brow brush, it stays on. And if you have eyebrows already, you can go in. We have our contours, we have powders. All those are great at filling in, you know, to give you the little bit fuller look. But if you are like me, I do too. I love the Anastasia. But this, again, this is the Brow Precise by Maybelline. This is as good as the Anastasia. I can't even use, Anastasia has, they have the pomade, you know, the dip that you can do. I like that for a long time. It doesn't stay on good. The pencils are what works for me. I guess maybe because I'm oily or whatever, but this is probably, and I have tried many of them because I don't have eyebrows, so I'm going to try everything I can. I tried the tap brows, all that stuff. Nothing stays on. But this is a fourth of the price. I think it's $5.99, and phenomenal. And I'm out of it, so I went to Walgreens and got another one that I thought was similar to this because I didn't have it with me, and it does okay, but for some reason this one right here is as good as the Anastasia. The Thrive one is okay. It works, it's fine, but it's like all the others that work. I need something that's got some staying powder because, you girl, I look like Powder. You ever seen that movie Powder where the guy's completely nothing, hairless? I have hair where it don't belong, and where I need hair I don't have. Go figure. Story of my life. But anyway, so that's the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions, and it's a game changer mascara. So that's it. That's all, fellas. I've probably rambled on a lot longer than what I planned on it because I chit chat and I run my head, and I apologize. But if you are interested and you would like to have, even if you just got questions on how it works, or if you want to try some of the blushes, the lip and cheeks that we have, I mean, free shipping. It's the hassle-free. You got 30 days to return it if you don't like it, or if you have 60 days if you think, okay, this color's not working for me or it's not as good. I mean, you can exchange it up to 60 days, and then it's free shipping. You know what I mean? Shipping to me, like I said, it's just, that's a game changer. So if you got questions, or you just comment below, color match, or, you know, need info, or want info, and I'll be glad to reach out to you, or just shoot that the little arrow at the bottom or something and send me a message and say, hey, you know, I want to know more about it. I've had tons of that's me exaggerating. I've not had tons of people. I have had several people that just reach out and say, hey, how does it work? Some people end up buying, and some people end up just wanting to know, you know. So to each their own. It may not be for everybody, but I really feel like if you gave it a try, you would be surprised at how well it works. Because for mature skin, us women, now that I am mature, I've been mature now for years, I feel like, you're always looking for that next best thing, or you're always saying, okay, what's the best thing for my skin? And again, skincare is key. And it's never too late to start good skincare. But these cream base, they just absorb right into your skin, and they move with your skin. They become a second skin, so you don't find that they sit in all those fine lines and wrinkles that we start getting, you know. I mean, even the smile lines and that kind of stuff, I don't have to worry about it. Guys, did y'all let me go without doing my Illuminator? You sure did. So as I'm finishing my plugs here, that's my rose gold. This is the color, this is the scented one, and it's number 3. I can't believe I didn't do this. Such a slacker. Such a bad salesman here. I'm trying to sell this product. I really do. I mean, selling it's one thing, but when you love it, that's all that matters. Because if I can make anybody just feel better about themselves, you know, sometimes when you get in a slump, you're like, oh, I just feel better. You just feel better when you wash your hair. You just feel better when you brush your teeth. You feel better when you put on some makeup. It's fun to play into. So, yep. It doesn't feel like you have makeup on. And again, you can do as little or as much as you want. And then, like with the bronzer in the summertime, even with me not having the prettiest skin, I just don't. It's the way I am. I accept it. I'm fine with it. I've grown to love it. But you can get the bronzer and just kind of bronze your face up a little bit and throw on some mascara and lip gloss. You're good to go. I mean, you're ready to go. So, thank you, Sonia. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me on another Friday night. As usual, it's been fun. And I really do love that you guys jump on here and help and talk to me and stuff. So I'm not talking to myself, because I'll get on here and ramble all night. By myself or not, apparently. But I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining.